Oh, look who's here. Our Dutch solo pearl performance artist. Heard you started the One Pearl Challenge on Instagram recently. How adorable, like a child showing off their first piece of candy all year long. Oh, the Lifetime Achievement Award in Expression Management from the Louvre. Your so-called neck negative space art, under UV scan Billub. Did Leonardo run out of budget for the gold chain halfway through and just use sating to fake a necklace? What a resourceful genius.
The unadorned neck of the Mona Lisa versus the showy pearl earring of the girl with a pearl earring.
Oh honey, you want to talk about valuation in the modern art market? Single point focus, ultimate symbolism. As Master Vermeer said, a whole strand around her neck, that's limigative space. You Italians simply have no appreciation for restrained beauty.
Restaurant? Darling, see this line? They each paid 17 euros just to look at my neck, absolutely bare. You know what this is? It's called winning without a moo always said, a true icon needs no extra gear.
Mona Lisa. The original Versailles. Girl with a pearl earring. A PhD in passive aggression.
Extra gear? But sis, the entire Mona Lisa necklace challenge is filled with netizens photoshopping the wildest necklaces on you. Seems everyone's just itching to exercise you. Maybe your negative space is a little too vacant, leaving their fingers twitching.
That's because I have fandom value. See? Anything works on me. And you? Add one more and it's synchrometrophobia, add a whole strand and you're the pearl sales girl. 10T, that's the limitation of a core symbol, darling.
The hierarchy of plasticity in artistic symbols. In spoken rules of the art market, top-tier symbols. Minimalism right-pointing arrow perceived as having boundless potential for adaptation. Right-pointing arrow fan-created content boosts popularity. Right-pointing arrow value appreciates through interaction. Secondary symbols. Maximalism right-pointing arrow perceived as a complete, closed system. Right-pointing arrow any alteration is seen as vandalism. Right-pointing arrow value becomes fixed through preservation. One makes the whole world itch with nothing to wear, the other silences the world with just one piece. Both are masterstrokes of calculated allure.
Know why Master Vermeer chose the pearl? Because it's the only thing that glows in a dark room. He said back then, I want the light to grow from within her. Turns out it was because he couldn't afford candles and had to rely on reflective materials to save lamp oil.
Save lamp oil? Our master Leonardo spent a full 4 years searching how to make skin glow from with glaze. Granted, it was mostly because Sonora Lisa's neck wrinkles needed some serious coverage, but you can't argue with the sheer technique involved.
Sis, let's be real for a sec. Right here on your neck, is the paint a little thick? An art restorer's x-ray scan suggested it might be covering up a gold chain that was originally painted. Mudgic's cut, and you had to paint over it and fake it with sating?
Your imagination is truly fit for fiction, dear. Speaking of that peril of yours, Enfrared scans reveal a hollow interior with unknown fillet a day. We Italians, no matter how poor, would never resort to paper-mon jewelry.
Paper mache? It's optical experimental material. Master Vermeer was researching the refraction and diffusion of light. You Italian school just pile on the paint while we Dutch masters play with science.
Science, how lovely. So lovely that he was forgotten for 200 years after his death. We, who play with Mitchery, had kings fighting to collect us while we were still alive.
The undercurrent of hierarchical smack talk among art schools. Hidden battles in art history. Italian Renaissance school. Boasts the radiance of humanity, mystical depth, technical dominance. Right-pointing arrow often actually dealing with late payments from patrons and religious censorship headaches. Dutch Golden Age school. Boasts scientific optics, bourgeois taste, realism. Right-pointing arrow often actually weeping over a tiny market and prohibitively expensive materials. One brags, we paint the soul, the other boasts, we paint physics, but really, they're both just counting paint costs and waiting for the client's payment to clear.
Sis, you know how much my metaverse property is worth. Last year, the NFT royalties from my digital avatar alone enting 80 wine could buy up all the pearl farms in Holland. And you? Oh, your digital rights are still stuck in the Hague Museum's traditional licensing model.
The metaverse? My pearl is already an independent asset on the blockchain. This virtual pearl in one sold for 200 Ethereum last month. I'm buying the dot that changed art history, not some woman's neck. Tell me sis, can your neck be minted on Sane by its...
Nope, but I can make Tiffany, Cartier, and Bulgari line up, begging for me to wear their virtual jewelry. Wanna know why? Because as worn by the Mona Lisa can boost their style of the girl with a pearl earring. Well, that only gets you knockoffs on Amazon.
But at least I'm real. I am a pearl. A pearl you can see and touch, not some enigmatic smile or unsolved mystery of blankness. You Italians and your love for pompous mystery.
Real? Do you know the cruelest thing in art history? It's that when people discuss you, they always ask, what is she wearing? And never, who is she?
And what about you? When they discuss you, they only ever say, "What isn't she wearing?" That isn't, "Who is she?" either.
So we're both reduced to symbols. One simplified to the woman with the pearl, the other to the woman without one.
Exactly. And what should truly be seen is our own choice. Not the pearl they gave, or the one they withheld.
Your perspective is both profound and thought-provoking.
They've been discussed inside their frames for 500 years. One remembered for having it, the other remembered for not. But perhaps true art isn't about having or not having, but about I can choose to have or choose not to. And true jewelry, it should celebrate that choice, not define it. To reserve the right to compliment every woman who can say to herself, "Today, I want to wear this," or "Today, I choose not to."